Zero to influencer. This is my journey and the exact steps I took to go from no subscribers to paid influencer. So now my personal Instagram account used to be a secondary wedding photography account, and the only followers I had were clients that I did weddings for. Then around 2021 I converted that into a bodybuilding account. Therefore, all the 50 followers that I'd accumulated over a couple of years were pretty much irrelevant to the topics that I was talking about. So essentially I was starting from scratch. And my goal with this account was to build a personal brand in the fitness and bodybuilding industry and just really showcase my journey. I didn't realise in 2021 how much of an impact that would have on my earnings and also on my actual brand Picture Perfect. But of course, putting myself out there for the first time as an influencer talking about products was pretty scary, and it took some confidence. In fact, my own family laughed at me and thought it was weird, but I just did it anyway. So I actually started my YouTube channel with only 2 subscribers. When I look back, it was around 2021. So 5 years ago, I had 2 subscribers on my YouTube channel for my personal brand, and I'd created content for YouTube before on Picture Perfect, but never for myself. So fast forward to today, 5 years, and I've now got 520 YouTube subscribers, and that account has not had any posts on properly for a good year. I've uploaded 329 YouTube videos, and I've posted every single day, pretty much, give or take, on 2 accounts on Instagram, on my brand account, Picture Perfect, and on my account, Colette Evans Photo. So, a little story for you now. Only this week, actually, I found out that somebody found me 2 years ago through a Google search, found my personal YouTube and started following me on there. And she actually got in touch with me through my website this week and had a discovery call with me because she'd been following me all this time. I was absolutely astounded by that, but it just shows that consistency wins every time, and so does having a content plan and a strategy with authenticity and a good messaging behind it. Okay, so let's run through what set me apart and my USPs then, and why I believe people follow me and why it's worked for my brand and helped me monetize my personal brand as well. So first things first, I'm not just a photographer or videographer or content creator. I live the bodybuilding and fitness lifestyle. I live the non-toxic and wellness lifestyle. So natural bodybuilder, I advocate healthy living, I live and breathe this stuff. This is my belief, my core belief. This is not just something I'm saying I do, I actually do it day to day. And my brand and business, Picture Perfect Photography, is a content agency and also provides coaching around social media content and Instagram content. So a handful of years ago, I decided that I was going to just focus on a niche, which was the fitness and wellness industry, because it works so good with my personal brand. And before that, I was doing weddings, I was doing commercial, pretty much anything really. And yes, I've experienced in all these things, but I just realised that my messaging on my content, and if I wanted to get brand deals in terms of UGC and work with the brands I want to work with, then I had to put myself across as a specialist. And so the reason for that is because it builds that extra layer of trust through relatable niche UGC content, which then led on to sometimes other deals in terms of content creation. So the opportunities to collaborate on high performing content on YouTube, on email campaigns, on reels with brands as well. So also fitness coaches who follow me are inspired by that, and I love that I can inspire other people in the industry. So it's all good. I don't see any downsides, apart from at first it was a bit weird and I got made fun of by my family, but guess what? They're not laughing now that I'm making money from it, so I don't really care. But also, it's helped me massively understanding from a brand perspective of working with like supplement and health brands, what they want from creators. So working with them on project briefs for professional content, understanding what they want from a creator. But on the flip side, it's helped me from the other side of things, because I do UGC, it's helped me help my clients as fitness coaches be able to leap into brand deals. And some of my content coaching clients have actually secured brand deals after just a few weeks of working with me, because I understand from a brand's perspective and I understand from a content creator perspective, and I can leapfrog those two over and sometimes connect them up as well. So having these two sides of content creation and also my personal brand really works really so well. And I've managed to get deals with brands that I absolutely love, like XL Coffee, like with C4. So some health and wellness and some bodybuilding brands. I've had free clothes, free supplements, so many free supplements, free experiences. I've got affiliates with brands that I absolutely love as well. So then I monetize that off the back of my content creation. And this really is essentially just sharing things that I love with my audience, but monetizing that. Just think about that you would share your business with your audience, so why not share your brand you love but get paid for it? And I think there's a stigma around feeling guilty for, oh, I don't want to be too salesy. If it's authentic and it's you and it's what you love, then why not? There's no shame in that. People love finding out about new things. If you recommended a restaurant, would you feel weird about it? No. So sharing a pre-workout that you love and getting paid for that, what's wrong with that? We all need to eat. It pays for the next stuff. It pays for the next pre-workout. So part 3 then is all about, here's my 5 practical steps on building brand partnerships as a fitness influencer or someone in the fitness industry. Number 1, build before you pitch to a brand. What I mean by that is creating content that will resonate with the people you want to work with, the brands you want to work with. So what I did, some free collaborations. I just picked products that I already use and filmed those in different ways. Think about it as a challenge. How many different ways can you present this microphone, for example, or how many different ways can you present this? If I love glasses, I'd be thinking about taking on picnics, I'd be taking it to the gym, I'd be taking it to a dining room, whatever. You get the idea. How many different ways can you present things in interesting ways that are exciting and not boring, and also bring your personality across and excite brands on wanting to watch it? Don't expect to get paid for a while either. So you've got to be serious about this and think about it as an investment of your time and honing your content creation skills as well. Even unpaid UGC that I have done in the past in swap for products, it builds your portfolio up and it builds your confidence up as well. So when you do get those paid brand deals, you know you can deliver and you can communicate that. You can show them what you've done before. You can confidently say, I can do this, but I can't do this. And you'll feel good about it. You'll feel good about charging £600 for a reel. And that's the reality of it. If you've flexed the muscles, you've done the reps, and you've practiced, and you can show the proof, and you can confidently say you can do that, then, you know, why not? Number 2 then, talking of money. Treat it like a business, okay? So don't be afraid of charging what you're worth and charging what you think your value is and what your time is worth. At the end of the day, people or brands are getting your face, they're getting your effort, your time, your energy, your ideas. You're providing a service, so you deserve to be paid for that. And my advice would be, if they are going to use it for ads as well, then it needs to be charged more because they are monetizing that video. If it's just social content on the grid, then you don't get paid as much, in my opinion. But maybe you can utilize that as a bit of a leverage and just say, you can either pay more if it's going in an ad, or we can collaborate on a reel. And then you can get more followers from their audience as well. So, how do we pitch this then? How do we confidently pitch a brand paying for your time, your energy, and your ideas? So what I've done, I've created a pitch deck on Canva, which includes some sample portfolios, some stats from my account, which gets updated regularly. It's got the services that I offer and my pricing and packages, and then other opportunities and testimonials. So obviously by doing the free stuff at the beginning, you're going to be able to get testimonials. So make sure you get as much of that from them as possible. Say, I'll do you a free reel, but can you please give me a testimonial because I'm building my portfolio, and just be honest and open about it. Think like it's a mini CV / pitch deck, as if you were going for a job, and that's where you need to be at with a media kit. And then when anyone asks a brand, you approach them and they're interested and go, yep, okay, I would like some information. It looks professional and you're coming across like you're taking it seriously, not like you're just trying to get free stuff. Number 3 is start with brands that you already love and use. So reach out to brands and DM them, message them or email them, connect with them on LinkedIn maybe, as well as Instagram, because that is a more serious place for doing business in my opinion, and connect with them and just reach out with ones that at first that you just completely aligned with and that you use, you love, because the ideas will flow a lot easier that way and you'll be more energetic and energized about working with them. You could expect maybe 10 messages would be a good rate, would be like 1 reply. So don't take it personally if they don't respond. They will get a lot of messages like this, and just keep going basically. A good place to look is Expos and also Holland & Barrett, places like that when looking for brands that you could work with. But try to personalise each outreach to give yourself a better chance. So have a look at their grid, have a look at their style of content they like creating, and then maybe give them like one of your ideas. I'd love to create content that's like this post, but I'd change this. So then it might get them a bit more excited about what you're messaging them about, and tell them why you want to work with them, like what excites you about their brand and collaborating with them and creating content for them. That is going to come across a lot better. It takes a bit more time than just sending a copy and paste DM, to be honest. It's going to be a lot better. And in the media kit and maybe in the messaging or in the conversations and the meetings that you have with brands, leverage what makes you stand out and what's unique to you. So are you a natural bodybuilder? Are you a powerlifter, for instance? Have you won any titles? Have you done collabs with other people before? Have you got anything that stands out about you? Have you got a disability? Is that one of their things? Anything really. Are you a competitor or coach? Have you got a good network of contacts? So if you post content on your socials, they're going to get seen by more people. Like, how do you sell yourself? Think about this. What differentiates you from other people in bodybuilding or the fitness industry? And use that. I know that when I got my British title and my title in natural bodybuilding, it definitely opened some doors for me, and it makes you seem more trustworthy, a bit more notable. But you don't have to have a title in bodybuilding in order to succeed with brand collabs, and you don't have to have a lot of followers as well. As long as you're coming across like you are genuinely interested in the brand, there's nothing wrong with nano and micro influencers. In fact, sometimes brands prefer it as well. And the last tip is number 5, create professional yet authentic content, and this will win every single time, let me tell you. I would say that 90% of my UGC work is filmed on my phone, and it's also edited on my phone as well, and all I have is a tripod, a microphone and my phone. Generally I just try to use natural lighting just to create that more authentic, raw look to things. You don't need a videographer to have chargeable UGC, absolutely not, unless it is for a premium campaign or a premium brand and they want that cinematic feel. Then of course you do need a professional. Keep the content clean and keep it real and human, but try and be succinct. Always think about the person on the other side of the camera that's watching it, and think about what they would want to know, and interpret your opinions and story into that to give them the answers that they want. The brand will appreciate that, and they will appreciate the fact that you've put across a bit of groundwork in as well. So always look on their website to create content that features the product highlights, essentially. So find something that's not obvious on the packet and maybe go into a story or something like that, something that's not obvious, throw that in there. It shows that you've put that extra in as well. And don't be afraid of using ChatGPT to create like a storyboard structure. I've used that and it gives you what B-roll to film, what to say. in bullet points, and that really helps put the structure of the reel together. Create a mindset for the long game when it comes to UGC and influencer content and personal brand building as well, to be fair. Just because you don't call yourself like an influencer doesn't mean you can't be one or you're not one. You're probably more valuable to brands if you're just being yourself, and I've said this all the way through this video, but it is true. Because essentially your followers don't want a carbon copy of somebody else, another bodybuilder, another coach, or whatever that is. They don't want a carbon copy of someone else. And that comes back down to your values, your beliefs, USPs, and the way you put the story across of why you love the brand as well. So all these things combine into the pot, and how you put things across, how you film it, the effort you put in, it makes a massive difference. Also, you'll find that as you go along your content creation journey, whether that be for yourself, for your business, or for UGC, that your style will evolve, and that is inevitable. Your skills will evolve. The more you do it, the better you will be. And you'll just change the way you do things, and just because it works this way doesn't mean you can't try something else as well. That might be the thing over here that actually gets you that bigger deal rather than the thing that feels safe and nice, okay? So just remember to always evolve and try new things, look for inspiration as well. So my final piece of advice when it comes to building your own personal brand, and particular influencer content, and utilising your personal brand to get brand deals. If you're a coach, an athlete, or just a creator, then I would advise that you share what you know first and foremost, and speak from here rather than from ChatGPT or what someone else is saying. Record what you're already doing. People love seeing behind the scenes and day in the life. Absolutely love it. That always is a top performer for me. And if think about the content you would want to watch, if it's featuring brand content, think about that, and then you can't go wrong. And show your face, your journey, and your story combined. So those three elements in a reel or even any piece of content will really help when it comes to coming across authentic. And just remember, like I told you the story at the beginning about someone who's been watching my YouTube and Instagram for 2 years, people are watching even when you don't know they're watching. So showing up regularly really counts, and putting across a consistent message of what's truly true to you, your brand and your story makes a massive difference. So your future brand deal could be just one post away from you landing a £500-600 reel. You just never know. You never know. And that's the beauty of content creation. The creativity gets rewarded, and I do truly believe that. So that's it from me, guys, today. Please subscribe to this channel for more behind the scenes, more tips and more content creation advice. Also follow me on Instagram, and if you have any questions, just drop me a message over on there. Everything's in the description box below.